All right, hey everybody, it's C Muron. This is our year-end, year-beginning video. Want to talk a little bit about the channel, where I see it going. Talk about some things that I want to do with the channel, some things I want to do with my personal life, and the goals for stacking this year, as well as the results from last year. So let's start off with what we did last year. Last year we started really stacking in February because we moved into our new place in November of the previous year and didn't have much in the way of silver. With the freedom of being debt-free, I was able to stack a lot of silver this year. My goal was originally 100 ounces in the year. I passed that quite a while back, and have gone up and ended up the year with 153 ounces. We set a secondary goal along the way of getting 100 ounces of constitutional, and we're presently at 53 ounces of constitutional. So we're quite a ways into that as well. We didn't have any gold goals, but we did pick up 1/10 of an ounce last year as well. So it was a good year. Definitely something that I'm proud of. A lot of people can't say they have 153 ounces. And I managed to stack one since February of last year. So good job us. Took a little bit of sacrifices, of course, but we did go ahead and do it. We don't eat out nearly as much as that was my foot. Sorry about that. Hit the tripod. We don't eat out nearly as much as we used to, and we picked up some free food along the way from some local animals that have given their last life to be in our freezer, and we appreciate them. So some deer in our freezer, of course, some chickens that we grew, things like that. Now don't say chickens are not free food, because you got to feed them suckers, and they're not cheap. All right, so that's what we did last year. We're proud of ourselves. But what we're going to do this year, I'm going to go ahead and talk about some goals, and I'm going to start off with stacking goals, because stacking goals are the easiest one. My wife and I, we decided that we wanted to do get 2.5 pesos every month, 2.5 pesos every month. So that'll end up being, it's like $140 right now, $145. That'll end up being one of our main focuses, as well as stacking another 100 ounces of silver this year. We did add that pesos goal on, so that's going to keep our silver goals down. And silver is up in price-wise, so we took that into account when we decided to still do another 100 ounces of silver. 100 ounces of gold. Don't I wish? That being said, the reason we're still able to do that, she's starting a new job, and hopefully this goes well. If it does, she'll be making some more money, so we'll be able to put some more into the stacking part of it. So that's a good thing, because we're not getting any younger, as you can see by this white in my beard here, my goatee. All right, so stacking goals are pretty easy. So hopefully by this time next year, I'll be showing you a handful of 2.5 pesos, and we'll have another 100 ounces in our stack, which will put us over 250 ounces. The focus on that is going to be to finish up the constitutional to 100, because that does count. It's a concurrent one, so we'll have that. And then once we get through that, I'll decide what I want to do with the other 50 something ounces that I'm going to need. Probably maybe we'll get into some inexpensive bars or some inexpensive rounds. We'll figure it out. All right, now on to the channel goals. So we're going to start this channel goals. I'm going to start off, and I'm going to save the members for last, because that's the least important of them. I'm going to try to do 2 to 3 videos a week from here on out. I've got if I can do more, I will. It all depends on workflow and how much sleep I'm getting, of course, because I still need my rest. Of those videos, I want to include some car videos. I've got some work to do on my 2011 Chevy Crunch. Parts are on the way, so we're going to go ahead and show you putting that back together. I also want to try to do at least 2 complete melt videos a month as part of those videos. I'm kind of getting away from that a little bit, and I need to get back into it while it's cold, because it's easier to do when it's cold. That's going to include me teaching myself how to sandcast mold. I'll be ordering some Petrobond, I'm sure, because All I have right now is some other some sort of kids play sand that they use. And I'm chewing up battery today. Cars. I want to see if there's any car shows around here. Go take you some car shows as well as work on my 58. We'll get more into the 58 as part of my personal goals. So that leaves us up to members. Right now we're at 399. I lost one, no biggie. I'd like to get to 500 by the end of February, 750 by the middle of the year, and 1,000 by the end of the year. If we can get those earlier, we'll, of course, be very happy. Each one of those milestones, 500, 750, and 1,000, is going to be go along with a giveaway. Now, the giveaways for my channel have always come out of my pocket, so I'm not worried about it. So don't expect great big giveaways, but definitely at 500, expect 500, 750, and 1,000. Expect there to be something there for to repay the kindness of the members. If you guys stick around, like my videos, you know it's only going to help spread the word of who I am and what I'm doing here. It's all going to come back to us all. All right, now on to my personal goals. Now, my personal goals, I have 6 personal goals this year. All right, the first one is my 58. I've taken about a year, maybe a year and a half off from working on my 58. I need to get back to it. Want it running by the end of the year this year. So that's going to involve getting some new head bolts, some new intake manifold bolts, and running some gas lines, freeing up the brakes, and getting the carb set up and the wiring harness. So that's going to be a lot of work. Not that much money, but it's not going to be that inexpensive either. My garden, I want to expand my garden to double its size this year, and change some of the things we're growing. That way we can have a good garden for the coming year. It's already set up. I know how to do it. It's all raised bed. Fencing. I also have some fencing projects I need to complete this year. I'm going to try to re-fence the whole backyard, at least where the goats are at, and give them more of a solid fencing that they can't get out or mangle up. Right now I just have a standard rollout fence, which is okay, but it's starting to get battered by the goats. They like to rub on it. We also need to put a roof on our barn, a little better than what we have. We just have some temporary stuff up there right now. I'm not sure if we're going to go with metal, asphalt shingles, or wood shingles at this point, but we're definitely going to have that done in the spring, maybe by the fall at the absolute latest. And that'll bring us back to animals. Our animals, I want to, of course, take care of our animals, thin out. One particular one's going to leave us this year. We're talking about the babies in the coming year will be sold to a friend of ours, provided that they want them. If they're not all boys, we'll figure it out there. If they're boys, they're going to be destined for freezer camp. And you know what that means. They'll be eventually eaten, unless somebody wants them for a pet and wants to pay for them. I'm still thinking about adding rabbits and or quail back this year. So I'm going to have to build the cages for those. So that'll take a little bit of money as well. But those are fun, good animals. They're good to eat and good to just be around. Quail are the sounds the quail make are awesome. The rabbits are always friendly. I like a silver fox varieties, the variety of rabbits that I like to have. And then we have a motorcycle out back I'd like to get fixed this year. It's my son's. It needs to be rewired as well. So one way or another, I'd like to get that up and running. Even if it's just a tootle up to the store and back it with, because I wouldn't want to go too far. Definitely would be a daytime bike. So that's what my goals are. And what I want to talk about these goals is setting goals. I'm pretty good at setting goals. I know those are set out. I just listed them. But once you figure the goals that you want to do, you need to figure out how you can go about and to get them done, and how you can go about achieving them. So what I've done is I've just set up these loose goals, and I'll be rounding these out and getting them so it's easier to do. But like I said, a video 3 times a week, that's not that hard to do. It might be me running my mouth, it might be me out working in the yard, doing something with coins. It might not always be coins. It might just be getting back into cars and such. And then, of course, my melt videos twice a month. I did pick up some little plastic gears and some Legos that I'm going to use for some molds to sand cast. Things like this, you know, might be something that I add to my stack, add around if somebody wants to buy some. Once I get them, these are all plastic though. These aren't the actual ones. These are just what I'm going to use to make the molds. And once I get them going, I'll go ahead and see how they come out and show y'all. And if somebody wants to pick one up, maybe I'll make it available to y'all so you can buy them. We got gears like this one, where it's two gears stuck together. Kind of cool. But they're just all little simple gears. All of them are plastic, and I think that these little things will look cool as pours. We'll see how it works out at the end. Little black cat, he just took off. And then of course some Legos, and somebody asked me to do a copper Lego man. I'd like to do that for them, see if I can get that done as well. See if I can go ahead and sell those if anybody's interested in copper pours, or at the very least I can make these into, put a coin behind them, set them underneath, and turn it into like a channel style round, with one side being the gear and the other side being a stamp, or hand stamped weight and who did it, until I get an actual stamp to use. So those are things I'm thinking about. Definitely something to keep your eye out for in this coming year. We even do it like this, stick them together. All different kind of things to think about. So, hey Black Cat, see you in the shot. Black Cat in the shot. Black Cat's chasing one of the other cats. So, he's playing with his mom. That being said, what are your ideas of coming this year? What kind of goals do you have for stacking this year? Go ahead and write them down in the comments. Let me know. Let me know what you're thinking you're going to do this year. It's always interesting. You might be able to get some ideas from somebody else to change things around. I definitely would like to pick up one of those Japanese square silver coins from like the samurai era, but that would be not for stacking. It doesn't have that much silver in them. But it's definitely something I want because they look cool. So anyways, that's my idea, what I'm doing. Hope you enjoyed this video. Like, comment, subscribe, tell a friend, tell an enemy, tell a phone, whatever you want. Tell a wrestler, however you want. And just remember, I feel about silver like some people feel about Pokeballs. Pokemon, gotta get it all. Alright, peace, dollar out. Thanks for watching.